Molasses smells good. Hi, so I am super tired. So if I say anything weird, that would be why. Today, oh, okay. Mitzi's just getting into her pillow. You know how our dogs go like into their pillows? Okay, so today's Friday and I am exhausted. Just got off work. Hurt my foot while I was at work. That sucked. I need to marinate some chicken for dinner. So I have the pitcher that I always put my bags into. Yes, this is a freezer bag. So if you peeped that, I'm sorry. I just don't have any regular like cheap gallon bags. I usually use like the cheapest gallon bags that I can find for things like this. I'm using this recipe from recipeteacher.com. I will link it below. And I'm using the chicken thighs that I just got at H-E-B the other day. So yeah, let me go ahead and start the marinade. It's like really easy. So the first thing, did I put that in here? Of course not. The one thing that I forgot. Brandon's always learning where things are, and then I'm like, I don't think I want it there, and I change it. So lucky him. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is knock something over. Sounds great. I'm gonna get some sugar. So it's 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. I just have regular cane sugar. Look at this cute container that Brandon got me one time. Let me see if I can like put the sugar here so you can actually see like what's going on. But it's an owl. It's adorable. It's really nice too, honestly. I forgot where he said he got it. Seems like a lot of sugar, but okay. It doesn't necessarily seem like it leans like any certain direction. And I have molasses here. I'm gonna add it in just a second. I'm gonna mix this together first. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And I haven't touched the chicken with these yet. A teaspoon of ground black pepper. Hopefully there's still some ground over here. 1 teaspoon of ground mustard. I don't have ground mustard. I just have some coarse grain mustard from H-E-B. It was on sale one day for like 75 cents. So, I mean, I don't really mess with mustard like that, but for that cheap, I mean, why not, yeah? A teaspoon of onion powder. Teaspoon of garlic. This is that like roasted garlic powder. It's so nice. A teaspoon of smoked paprika. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. I don't know why. Every time I see cayenne in a recipe, everything in me wants to avoid it. Like, it just seems so boring. I don't know what it is about it. It just seems like just such a boring spice. I don't know what. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of shake those together really quick. And then I'll go ahead and add like the wet stuff. And I'm just adding this molasses because I just don't have brown sugar. I explain that in so many videos. I'm sure the people who are avid watchers are like, please. We know. And then I'm just going to do like that much of the mustard to compensate. And then it says a tablespoon of vegetable oil. And then I'm just going to take it out of here really quick and try to like... This doesn't make any sense. Am I crazy? Tablespoon of vegetable oil. And he says like, you know, mix this all together first like into like a little paste. But bitch, how? Like if I didn't have that mustard in there, it'd be even more dry? What? And like brown sugar ain't that wet. I mean, hell, it's more wet because I put the straight up molasses in there. I'm gonna put some water in here. Ugh. So I added like 2 tablespoons of water just so I can like kind of mix it around. I'm not trying to fight with this shit today. I'm not trying to fight with this. All right. And the reason that I do this is so that the sides don't like keep like falling all over and everything. I don't want to get chicken everywhere. And then he says 6 chicken. I'm assuming it's a he because it just looks like a male in the picture. And these are for the air fryer, so I'm excited to see how this goes. Haven't made chicken legs in the air fryer yet. Have made chicken wings. Okay. Just does not seem like enough liquid. This is the weirdest thing. Like, I would have like this much marinade for like 2 or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. It's quite possible. Honestly. When I have bigger chicken like this that I need to marinate, I like putting it in a little quarter sheet pan in the fridge. I actually do this with stuff that I have to freeze sometimes too, like to keep it flat. And that way, like, it's nice, portable, goes right inside. Right now, like, I figured out this, like, super dope thing for my eggs. Let me see if I can show you guys. I don't think anything's on top of it right now, so I think I can actually show you. And I'm, like, really excited about it. So he said marinate this for at least an hour. Overnight is best, though. So this is how I have, oops, my hair. So this is how I have it set up, and it's awesome because you can just pull the, like I put the thing of eggs in here, and then you just pull out the drawer and do that. And then there's a turntable for like fruit and stuff. There's a lot of other stuff going on in here, but we're not going to talk about that right now. So I'm just going to let that marinate for a while. The rest of the recipe is all you do is preheat the air fryer 5 minutes, add them to the air fryer, 18-20 minutes, they're done. So that's a pretty quick dinner. Like, if you think about it, where it's 18-20 minutes, you don't have to like stare at the thing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and I put the rest of them into a zip top bag with just a date on it. Anytime that I put something in the freezer, I try to make sure that I think for my future self. Anytime that I am doing something, especially in the kitchen, try to think about, hey, what would make my future self be like, oh, I'm so glad I did that. That is going to give you a lot of positive thought for cooking, and just a lot more of like getting to know yourself and like what you actually want, you know? Because yeah, okay, it's just the kitchen, or like it's just cooking, but like no, it's not, because we're in the kitchen all the time. So you deserve to know what would make you happy in your kitchen. So I just try to like think about that, be like, hey, like what makes me happy in here? Like something that makes me happy, like just a random ass thing that makes me happy in the kitchen, right? I don't like my ketchup in the refrigerator, so I'm not gonna put my ketchup in the refrigerator just because the packaging says like best kept in the fridge, because it doesn't have to go in the fridge. And just because other people do that doesn't mean that I have to do that. I could have just thrown this chicken in the bag like whatever, willy-nilly, but since it's flat in here, when I take it out, since it's in the easiest possible way that this particular cut is gonna thaw, my future self is gonna not think, oh my god, I have to thaw that chicken. Whatever, it's cool, it can thaw, it'll be quick. If you do it in the fridge, probably be like 8 hours. If you do it, you know, on the counter, like in some water or something, it'd be like super quick. But yeah, so I know it kind of sounds like I'm going on a rant right now. I don't mean to. A lot of things that people don't like about being in the kitchen can be solved if you kind of remember like, oh, I did not like it when I did that last time. I'm not going to do that. Let me think about what can be easier, right? You guys have seen like my hamburger meat, you know, ground beef. I like to flatten it out as easy as possible because I'm thinking about my future self. Because in the past, I have frozen one of those Just regular packages that you get from the store, you know, it's kind of flat in there, but it, you know, it's like, it's just in there, right? And it's annoying. It's annoying to thaw. It's annoying to try to cook it if you didn't thaw it all the way. It's stupid. But if you flatten it out in a bag, it takes so much less time to thaw. Like, so much less time. Like 40 minutes less time to thaw. It's crazy. So that'll make it where it's not like, oh, I have to cook that ground beef that was like in the freezer, I forgot. It's not such a big deal if you forget to take something out, right? And, you know, even those like logs, right? They have like the small logs, I think are about £1. Those frozen with, it's like the sausage, ground beef, ground turkey, anything like that, I'm going to take it out of that packaging. Thankfully, whenever it's actually in a log like that, it lasts a little bit longer. I don't know if you guys have noticed, the date it will last a little bit longer. So it's easier to kind of keep it in the fridge for a little bit longer and see if you can actually use like half of it first. But yeah, so next time you see me, we will be putting that in the air fryer. Hopefully, you guys are excited because I'm super excited about this recipe. I am going to go take a shower. I just wanted to get that marinating already because we are freaking on a time crunch, baby. Okay, I kind of figured out if I put my face like this way, then it won't really reflect. So it is time to cook. It's been in there about an hour, like 45 minutes, whatever. And I'm also going to show you guys the potatoes that I've been talking about. Missy, can you please stop barking? I think I broke my foot today at work. I have no idea. Like if these are like your toes, like there's something happening right here. It like hurts a lot. But I don't know what it's like when you break the top of your foot. I've broken a toe before. Anyway, so yeah, it has been about an hour or whatever. I'm gonna show you guys these awesome potatoes that I've been making lately. They are delicious. So I plugged in the air fryer. I am going to put just a little bit of water, like just a little. And then I'm using the little stand that comes with it. Like it's like a little steamy stand. And ironically, my air fryer, great thing too. I don't know why I don't have any words. Probably because I really am super tired. And then I'm just going to lower this in here. And that way I can place the potatoes on it. And they'll be like out of the water, but they'll like steam up. Oh, so good. And I'm just using this little potato medley from... So the red potatoes from that medley like aren't really good anymore. So I'm going to throw these other Yukons in here with this. And I'm just going to set the smaller potatoes like on top. So hopefully they don't like completely disintegrate in here. Air fryers are awesome. You just want to make sure, this is not an air fryer. Instant Pots are awesome. You just want to make sure that you put enough water in there because crazy things will happen if you don't. So I'm just putting the lid on, making sure that it's not venting, and I am just going to like pressure cook it, and I'm just going to do it for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to naturally release for 10 minutes too. Okay, I know you can't really see it, but this is my air fryer. It's not very big. It's called a Della, like Della, I got it from Amazon a while ago. So it says the recipe wants it to be on 380. This thing is so weird. You can tell that like it's not made in the United States because like the temperatures are weird. Like it's 176, 212, 280, 248, 284. So it's in Fahrenheit, but I think those are like things that are more so like in Celsius, like more normal. I really don't know. I have no idea. Anyways, so I am going to turn this on, and I'm gonna let it preheat for 5 minutes, and I'm gonna throw those bad boys in there. And I'm just gonna let these hang out on the counter during the 5 minutes. So when it's time to put it in there, I'll go ahead and like bring it back, and that way we can like do it together. Okay, so it's time to put these in here. I probably should have put like a little bit less water than what I did, but that's okay. They will be fine. I don't even know if all of these will fit in here, to be honest. I'd like a bigger air fryer, it's just I don't really have the funds for that right now. Maybe one day. So I'm just gonna put 4 because that's what makes sense. And then I'll just cook these tomorrow. So we have the chicken in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and set a timer for 15 minutes, and I'm actually gonna flip it over at 15 minutes and just do it that way. He doesn't say to do that, but I'm gonna do that. And then I have the potatoes over here. I have some green beans that I steamed yesterday, and I'm just gonna saute those with some garlic. So I'm just so excited to like see everything. Okay, so I went ahead and put it in here for like it had accidentally turned off, so it cooked for 20 minutes. So let's see. Ooh, that looks nice. That looks pretty good, y'all. Let me take the temperature. Temp reads good, so I am going to put these guys in a bowl. Oh, come out of there. Brandon is almost here too. That looks yummy. Kind of reminds me of just like a roasted chicken, just like this instead. Okay, so this has been releasing for a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and just open it to release the rest. And you really do want all of that to come out of here, and that way you can take the lid off safely. And then I'm just going to turn it off, which is just cancel, and unplug it. And so what I usually like doing is just taking this out of the bowl, like just straight up. But the little potatoes are gonna fall everywhere, so I'm just gonna bring them out. This is a different pair of tongs, by the way. So I'm just setting them on a cutting board. God, I'm so tired, I'm so hungry, but we're almost there. Yeah, these are good, I think. Let me see. Yeah, these are okay. Okay. Just want to make sure these were cooked. I think they're cooked. Yeah, they're good. Nothing like going back and forth with your thoughts. Now I'm just gonna set this over here. And then I just like to let these cool off for a bit, and that way I can cut them in half. And what I like to do with these is saute them with like Tony Chachere's And I'm also gonna add like whatever juice came out of the chicken. I'm gonna add that in, and it's gonna be so yummy. I honestly am just so tired, so I'm not gonna film like everything I'm about to do. Sorry if that's like disappointing. I'm just so tired. Like I don't think more words can come out of my mouth. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you guys like the final product. So yeah, I hope that's okay. Okay, I know I said I wasn't gonna film anymore, but I just want to show you guys how nice this pan is. Like, it really makes like super light work of this. These are just those sauteed green beans that were steamed before. Added garlic, just some salt and some pepper, and I just sauteed those in some veggie oil. Just gonna put these in a bowl. Oops. I'm just making sure I have the garlic out of here because I don't want it to burn. Dang it. It was so funny. I did those yesterday and Brandon was just like eating them like that. Like out of the steamer. He was just eating them just straight up steamed, like no seasoning or anything. He was like, these are good. I'm like, you're crazy. And I'm just putting a small pat of butter on top of those just to add some flavor. And then I'm just taking some onion that I chopped up just a little bit. And I'm just gonna put that in this pan. This pan is pretty high right now, so turn it down. Hi. I have the heat like on 4 right now. Brandon just pulled up. I can hear his car. I'm just putting the rest of this onion into a bag. If you like prep out the rest of your onion, it is so helpful for cooking. Like that dish yesterday was so easy because everything was pretty much just prepped out. I had leftover rice, I had some onion. I did make, like I prepped up the cauliflower, but that wasn't bad. I mean, cauliflower and broccoli are very annoying to cut, but it wasn't bad. Okay, I'm just gonna take those off the heat for a second so I can cut these potatoes. I'm just cutting the little ones in half. And the big ones, I am just cutting in like eighths or so. These potatoes have become a staple in our apartment because it's like so quick to have a delicious potato. So that's why I can't remember if I showed you guys already because I really do not remember like at all. And I'm just cutting the potato, it's like eighths. So I just cut it like long ways and then like long ways through the middle. And then I cut it like again through the middle, like a little X kind of like this is in half. I don't know. Like I said, it's very hard for me to do this right now, but I want to show you guys stuff. It excites me, even though I'm very, very just exhausted. Okay, these potatoes is ready. Okay, onions, you got some friends coming. So, put that on a 6. I'm just gonna add these after I finish cutting these little guys. I don't remember if I told you guys, but we're watching a teacher right now. Yes, I mentioned it. I remember. And it is just so crazy. Oh my God. And I will be adding that garlic in there. I'm just waiting a second for that. And the reason I'm cooking them like this is because I want to get some color on them. It adds like such a nice flavor. Okay. So these are doing a little something, something. I try to get like most of the faces down. So the skin side up. And that way they can start getting some color. Please flip over. Okay. But they're already cooked, so it doesn't really matter like if they all get like, you know, touching the pan. That's just for like the texture. Okay, so those are good. I'm gonna put these onions up. I'm gonna go ahead and add whatever juices come out of here from this. This will just be like chicken fat since it has skin on it, and a little bit of the veggie oil. I totally thought that you were coming through the garage for a second. I was like, I know I did not leave the garage open. Oh yeah, because I've been talking to the camera. She doesn't know you're here yet. You guys are about to hear Mitzi go crazy.
This is the excited puppy.
So excited.
It's me. I'm back from home. From work. Wow.
From home?
Yeah.
Second home?
I don't consider your job as home, but okay.
Hey, you did for a second there.
I did.
Tony Chicharit.
What was that?
Tony Chicharit. Chicharis, I
Can you
think.
spell that for me?
They say that, I think in the commercial, like, they do like a little funny bit about it.
Creepily back. She got the leg on. You know what's that?
She's like, duh.
I've been listening to house music all day, so
Yeah, that's where your brain is?
yeah. Feels like I'm at a rave. First I gotta poop. Sorry, Missy.
Well, I was gonna leave this in the video.
I meant I got to take care of it.
Well, the food's ready when you are, baby.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and add in the garlic now, and I'm just gonna let it hang out on top until I stir it all together again. So these have nicely browned, as you can see, kind of. Let me see if I can, there's one, yeah. So you can see they're like brown and yummy, and they're just like, they're kind of soft and luscious. It's amazing. If I had more chicken fat, I would put more chicken fat on there, but I just don't have any more. Please don't break. I'm just trying to remove it from the heat so it doesn't die. I didn't even think about it until now, but there's actually juice at the bottom of this bowl from them. So I am going to put that right in here. This will be like chicken juice and chicken fat, which is amazing on potatoes. The flavor that this imparts is just madness, I say. Okay, so Mitzi's eating, so it's all crunchy, but you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. So I want to eat this with Brandon, but I just want to try it on camera with you guys really quick because I really haven't had this chicken before. It's like dripping from right here, and it's already been resting like 10 minutes. This is so good. It's so juicy, kind of sweet from the sugar, sorry. Kind of sweet from the sugar. Reminds me of a rotisserie chicken. Super juicy, you can see that right there. So good, wow. Delicious. And then of course the potato was still really hot. Let me see if I can get a smaller one. Super hot. And these are only $1.09 a pound. Highly recommend that recipe. Link is down below.